Hey, beauty pros, welcome to Beauty Business Breakthroughs. My name is Shara, your guide to success in the beauty industry. In each episode, I'm going to be sharing my tips, tricks, and real life experiences. Plus, we'll bring in industry experts to drop their game-changing advice. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, get ready for practical insights that will elevate your beauty business. Let's dive in. Hello, and thank you so much again for joining us. I have the pleasure of speaking with Jeanette today on Beauty Business Breakthroughs. Welcome, Jeanette.
Thanks, Shara. Looking forward to it.
So where are you calling in from?
I'm in Vancouver, Washington, West Coast.
Yeah, same here, Sacramento, California.
Yeah.
So tell my listeners a little bit about yourself. What is your background? All that good stuff.
I'm a grandma, as we talked about, 62-year young.
That's right. That's right.
Well, you're as young as you feel.
Exactly.
I have a 2.5-year-old granddaughter and one on the way, and 2 adult kids, 33 and 27.
Okay.
And they're out of the nest. I had been a gymnast my entire life, basically growing up, competing with clubs and elites, and then through college. And so health, fitness, wellness, beauty was always my thing. And I started as an accidental entrepreneur back in 1990 because I fell in love with some skincare products. People loved them, kept asking me where they could get them. One thing led to another, and I had this little business that supported my 2 kids after a divorce for 20 years.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah. So I've always been into the healthy lifestyles.
Absolutely. I love it. And so when you started your entrepreneur journey, you mentioned some beauty. Was it skincare? Was it beauty products such as like makeup? Tell me a little bit more about that.
More skincare, and it was based on our skin is the largest organ on our body.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
To breathe. So putting crap on it like mineral oils and talcs, and now you're seeing all these lawsuits because of these chemicals that have gotten into our bodies with some of the stuff that's been used, cheap stuff that's been used in skincare and cosmetics for decades. So this was all based on humectants and the fillet of the aloe vera. So they were nutrient dense, rich skincare products.
I love it. I was in Las Vegas this weekend, and I always try to like make friends and network with people. And my son was doing the go-kart racing.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, that's neither here nor there. We meet this lady and we're talking. And she's, oh my God, your skin is amazing, blah, blah, blah. And she just so happened to be a previous MAC administrative gal. I think she was in behind the scenes or whatever. And so anyways, we started talking about skincare and makeup and things of that nature. And I told her, I said, a year ago, I made a change to my skincare routine and my makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And so my dermatologist had said, look, you need to use this type of skincare, and not necessarily a brand specific, but type that, yes, correct ingredients. And then they also made sure to prescribe me some medication to help monitor my breakouts and things of that nature. But then they also went a step further and recommended certain makeup. And again, it was not like a brand, it was about the ingredient that is in it. And they were explaining to me that certain makeup has certain ingredients that are harmful to our skin and can actually break our skin. And I had no idea. So here I had been, no idea, right?
Ingredient snob, they call me. I love reading labels.
That's so funny. My son, side note again, right? So my son, he used to have this app where he would like scan it and it would tell you like a health score based on like the ingredients and everything. So anyways, that was the change that I had made in my skincare routine. It wasn't just about washing my face morning and night and what toner and lotion and this, that, whatever, but it went a step further into my actual makeup that I use. And so just over the last year, in fact, yesterday I went to my makeup artist because I had a photo shoot. And she hasn't seen me in about a year because I haven't done anything special. And she says, Shara, your skin is amazing. What are you doing? Again, and I tell her, oh, it's the ingredients, it's this, it's that. One
Absolutely.
time I had even ran out of some of my makeup. And so I'm like, oh, I'll just go to Walgreens. I'll just go to the pharmacy, whatever, and something up. And do you know, within 2 days, my skin was broken out. And my skin said, what are you doing to it? So I can completely resonate and understand what you're talking about when we say our skin being the biggest vessel, the biggest organ on our body, and us taking
Has to
care of it.
breathe. Yes. And the sunscreens, don't even get me started on that they started putting in all the makeups, and now they're backing down on that. It's 30 years later, they come out with tests that baby powder and mineral oil, which was the standard for skincare 30 years ago when I started with the aloe vera based skincare. Now there's cancer lawsuits being shoved right and left. But the other thing is, I also learned very early on that I'm a bargain shopper. I'm not a cheap shopper.
Right.
I don't like buying retail because the markups in retail skincare, especially because it's the biggest place in a storefront, but a mall, which are declining now, but it's mostly going online. But the markup is like a 3,000% markup for skincare products. It might cost them $1 to put it together, but the shipping, the packaging, it's not about the ingredients. It's about everything else but the ingredients. And that's what you want on your skin is. So I've always
Quality.
online, going through a reputable company that services their customers, you get such higher quality. And
Absolutely. Absolutely. It goes across the board, whether it's a beauty product, whether it's clothing, a vehicle, whatever. We're not paying for the ingredient, if you will, paying for the name. We're paying for the brand. We're paying for the stamp on it to say that it's Nike, that it's Mercedes, that it's Clinique or Mac or whatever, right?
But don't you think
It's
women are getting
empty.
smart to that?
Oh,
Think you're in the industry. I feel like we have just armed ourselves with knowledge. We're not going to be snowed over anymore.
no.
Influencer marketing, for instance, when that was the big hype a few years ago, all of these influencers were hyping this collagen and that product. They don't even use the products for the first things first. They don't even use the products for the most part. And people started using the products going, wait a minute, she said that was the result I was going to get. And I didn't get that result. So I always goes back to my base, which is word of mouth is the most powerful way to reach that inline consumer. And you're seeing companies all over following that.
I love that. And that kind of just naturally transitions us into how to market with my listeners being beauty service providers and things. When I started out in the beauty industry, I was providing services. Obviously, I've transitioned into larger spaces when it comes to the beauty industry, but I tell people all the time, I built my business solely on organic marketing.
Yes.
So I didn't do any paid ads. I didn't have a Google. I didn't do any of that. And I definitely didn't know about it. I was aware of it, but
And you might not have even had the internet when you started. I didn't. When I started my business, there was no social media. There was no cell phone at that point.
Exactly. My biggest way was I did have social media. So I would promote my business on social media and whatnot. And then I would tag my customer who I performed the service with. And then I would then they reshared my post. So then everyone that followed them would see the post and see that, hey, Sally went and got this service done by Shara. She must like it because she's resharing it. She's reposting. Let me go check Shara out. And so every client that was coming in, calling me, reaching out, whatever, I'd always ask them, how did you find me? How did you find me? How did you find me? And it was all either so-and-so reposted it or so-and-so told me about it or so-and-so shared your page with me, something along the lines of
Sure, you
That
had a gift,
word of
referral,
mouth.
referral fee or a gift for that person that shared your service. Well,
Absolutely.
and also you said social media, which brings me back to just being on social media now for a while and understanding branding and coaching
Yes.
women into branding. Your banner is your storefront. So
Yes.
your social media banner needs to be such that it's inviting. There's a great picture of you on there, just in bold letters. What do you do? How can you help this woman?
Who do
And
you serve?
yeah,
Most definitely. I like that analogy that you said, which is like your banner. So if it's a banner, it's probably like Facebook or something along those lines, but your banner is your storefront. So for Instagram, your bio is your storefront, and people that are interested in working with you or getting a service done by you, they need to be able to easily come to your social media, easily come to your website or your booking link, right? And
and a
be able
booking
to
link.
identify,
Something will link with you. Yes.
easily identify who you are, what you do, who you serve, how do you help me, what benefit it. And unfortunately, like for consumers, right, they need to be able to know, how can you help me?
What's in it for
Right.
me?
Right. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
Again, I really,
Everybody's always focused on me. You're focused on you. I'm focused. That's just the way we are wired. But those
correct.
service providers that get outside of that box and really come from the servant's heart, it's not selling, it's bringing people into your community, into your universe, attraction marketing versus that if stinky sales marketing.
I completely agree. I was in a multi-level marketing company
Mhm.
about 10 years ago, and it was my first company. I was raised with parents who were in Amway. So I was very familiar with the
Right.
concepts, whatever. And sales was just never my thing. So anyways, long story short, I was in this company and I was doing very well. I was only in it for about a year. I gassed out, realized like, okay, it really isn't for me because
Mhm.
it's not sustainable. So anyways, with that being said, the one thing that I can remember, and it's very similar to what you said, was once you change your mindset into kind of how you can serve people, how you can have that servant's heart and that servant's mindset, you naturally attract people who want to do business with you, no
Yes.
matter what you do, no matter if you are in sales or not. And so I took that concept and I've carried it with me, even though I'm no longer in multi-level marketing. And for those of you who are not familiar with what multi-level marketing is, it's like network marketing, or a lot of people will call it a pyramid scheme, whatever you want to call it.
That's
And
what I
I'm not against them.
44.
I think they are great for people. I know several people who are successful. Again, it
That's what's
just
been
wasn't for
paying me
me.
residual income for 34 years. So I'm a
Absolutely.
fan, but you have to find the right company and the right
Right.
product.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. So anyways, but with that being said, I just was having a conversation with somebody earlier and they're like, oh, what are your goals for your business this year? And I said, you know what? I don't really have goals for my
Mm.
business this year, right? Like I don't have any goals that I can tie down. My goal is for me to continue working on my mental, my physical, financial, spiritual
Mhm.
well-being, right? And continue to be an inspiration and encourage other women. And I know that the rest will follow. And the rest meaning success, money, whatever that success looks like, whatever the rest will follow looks like. So I really like that you brought that up.
I
Tell
think
me
those of us
how.
that are I don't know how old you are, but I'll be 63 in April. So
Okay.
those of us who have been in business for a while have that wisdom behind us. We,
Yes.
we have gone the journey of goals and doing vision casting and shadow boards and
Exactly.
books. I love learning. I'm a lifetime learner. So
Yes.
I'm into the gene keys right now, and I incorporate a lot of that new technology into my training with women who want an online business to leverage their time. But you have to think about nutrition because you will not have good skin unless what's going on inside of your body is the fuel that, promotes the goodness on the outside. So it's from the inside out, in my opinion. And go then.
Absolutely, 100%. My significant other, he had told me some years ago, and again, same concept, right? So everybody talks about, oh, what you put in your body is fuel, and your body's going to react this way if you don't do this and whatever. And so he took it one step further, and it wasn't just about what I was feeding myself, like food, but it was actual, what am I reading? What am I watching? How are my conversations? Who am I having conversations with? Whether it's myself, my mind, my friends, right? And so when I catch myself maybe watching TV that's not necessarily beneficial to my life and what I'm feeding it again, right? Because I'm feeding it.
A lot of it is just automatic. You don't even know what's coming in here. There's so many vibes coming in on a daily basis. You can't filter out, even if there's a TV on in the background and it's all crap news, the world will fall to heck in the hand, but all that stuff, you're taking that in. And
Absolutely.
So your entire physicalness, your cells in your body, everything absorbs that. And women after the age of 45, I think all of it, oh my gosh, what happened to my body? I used to be able to fit in a bikini, but now what is this gut roll I have? Why are my joints aching? And why can't I lose the fat that I was able to 10 years ago? We are hormonally different after the age, after menopause, and you can't do what you were doing before. But there are ways to be able to retrain the body to lose the fat. And I have found intermittent fasting with nutrients to feed the body with adaptogens for the stress, because that is the chronic killer for women, why they can't lose fat and why every year it keeps getting more and more with the stress overload and that reduction of all the lean muscle, because your muscle is deteriorating unless you keep it active. Muscle is metabolism.
Right.
So the protein, when I work with a woman and she wants to lose 40 pounds, let's say.
Right.
And she is in a job she hates. She has achy joint. She can't sleep well at night. Stress is through the roof. She says, I hardly eat anything during the day, but she's fueling herself with coffee or soda, which is the worst. It's no wonder. The body is in starvation mode all day long and wonders if you're going to feed it. So women don't believe how much they can actually eat. You can eat so much more than you think. And if it's the right stuff and you get the toxins out of the body, which is through the intermittent fasting, your aches and pains and joint inflammation, your attitude, your stress, your sleep, everything improves. And people are so shocked within the first week. But I love this from one of my clients. I feel like I drank a rainbow. That's how she described how she felt, just slugging it out every day. Life changes dramatically for people when they really understand dense nutrition, protein, and it's not about a huge change in your life. It's not about, you can't ever eat this stuff again. It's not about deprivation. It's more about abundance in your body.
Right. What is the quality over quantity? And I definitely, again, can agree. I wish that I could get a guest that I could disagree with and have some banter. But my guests are just so in line with what my thoughts are and how I operate and things like that. But with that being said, this last year, I've really been focused on my physical and my mental health. I had gone through a couple of years of some really bad depression. I think COVID definitely was the start of that. But without going into too many specifics, this last year has been great because once I was able to focus on my mental and physical health, everything else followed suit.
Yes.
Because now I can show up online for my business. Now I can show up for my family. Now my business is growing again. now I'm able to travel and spend time with my family because, again, my physical and my mental health was a priority.
Yeah.
Right. So now everything else just falls into place. I do try to really encourage my listeners and my followers as well to put us first, put themselves first.
Have to. Have to.
Because as women, we are so used to taking care of everyone and everything, whether it's, we're natural caretakers.
Yeah.
So we take care of our family and our kids and our husband and our work and whatever. That's why most women, again, are actual in-home caretakers and things of that nature. But I tell people, including friends and family, if you don't take care of you, you won't have anything left over to help take care of your kids and your family and your husbands and your job and your business. And two, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to overwork, you're going to get burned out, you're not showing up in your business the way you're supposed to.
Or your life. And think about the frequency you're putting out when you are so just bombarded with the stress and the heaviness. Your frequency is so low. You're not a light to attract somebody. But I love taking women through an 11-day, just reset the body. They learn so much. They're shocked at what's in their kitchen cupboard. And they save money with groceries. Honestly, you can save money buying organic and nutrient-dense food. And you start dropping down. Like organically, the weight comes off when the stress goes down because the adaptogens in the body, boom, they chew up those cortisol hormones and the fat gets unplugged from all the toxins it's trying to protect your organs from. So it flex the body and it works like a beautiful machine the way God intended it to be.
Absolutely. I love this. I love this. So before we go ahead and close out, I just wanted to ask you, obviously, as an entrepreneur, and you've been an entrepreneur for quite some time, what is one of the biggest pieces of advice that you have learned and you want to then share for other people? Something that was just like really inspirational or just life-changing for you?
I think we all know people that work exchanging time for money.
Yes.
I also know that we know people who are self-employed small business. And I often say that there's two ways to earn money. It's either linear or leveraged. That's where 5% of all people hang out, but that's where 95% of the wealth is created. Linear is where 95% of people are, but that's where 5% of wealth is created. So why I came out of retirement and built this new platform is to teach women how to earn recurring income. It could be $500 a month by harnessing the efforts of a lot of people, networks of people who want the same product line that you want. And the company pays you not only for your 5 hours a week, but everybody's 2 friends or 10 friends or 15 friends who are also buying the product. And it's enormous when you understand how to harness other people's efforts. I train people to get their goals met, which meets my goals. Whatever they want, I help them get that. And for that, I get a percentage. It's a win. It's not a cat biting fist fight.
And that's the beauty of it, because it kind of ties in with what I had said. Like when you start changing your mindset of helping others and serving others, you naturally will get the benefits of the success. So as you're helping others with their business, you're then able to grow in your business as well.
Salon owners, women that cut hair, for instance, that I work with, they love the fact that they can pay their overhead by using products that they love, referring them out to a few people, their friends tell friends, and the company pays them all for the referrals. They're not doing anything different. They're still cutting hair. They've got their energy back. They don't have that joint achy pains. Their back doesn't hurt anymore. They're not starving all day.
Absolutely.
And they've got the energy.
Right.
It's a win. And I'll send you a few links if some of the gals want to download some free resources I have available.
Absolutely.
And they can go to my website, JeanetteLowry.com, and there's goodies in there. So
awesome. Yeah, that was going to be my next question, is making sure that my listeners know how to reach you and get in touch with you. Do you have social media as well?
Yeah, I'm on the LinkedIn platform I spend a lot of time on. But I'll be doing a live next week on LinkedIn, Wednesday. I can send some info on that, but teaching the 8 ways you can earn recurring income. And it's a necessity in this marketplace today.
Absolutely.
You can't
Absolutely.
just have one source of income. You must have multiple streams.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate taking time out of your schedule, and I'm glad we finally were able to connect.
Enjoy with your grandkids.
I will. Thank you again so much.
Thank you.
That's a wrap for today's Beauty Business Breakthroughs. I hope you found these insights valuable and actionable for your beauty business. Remember, success in this industry is within your reach. If you're hungry for more and ready to take your beauty business to the next level, consider joining our Get Fully Booked Accelerator program. We are dedicated to helping beauty professionals like you achieve extraordinary success with strategies that can take your business to 10K per month and beyond. Simply send us a direct message on Instagram, Lux Beauty and Body Co., with the word success, and we'll provide you with all of the details on how you can be a part of this game-changing program. Your journey to a thriving beauty business starts now. Thank you again for tuning in, and until next time, stay inspired, stay motivated, and keep making those beauty business breakthroughs.